So guys, welcome to the fourth take, and today we'll be talking about Steam. Steam is the pinnacle of PC gaming and the crown jewel of the PC market, and the best e-store for buying PC games. Owned and created by the god Gabe Newell, who has surprisingly failed to improve the platform despite the service being created more than a decade ago. So guys, today we'll delve on why Steam is broken and why it is unbelievable when we consider the amount of funds that Valve has at their disposal. So the basics will be Valve's history. Valve is a company founded in 1996 by the duo of Mike Harrington and the god we love and know, Gabe Newell. But we don't care about any of that. To put it in simple words, Steam is one of, if not the most, buggy gaming platform available. Valve is infamous for its reputation of being late, with the community even coining the term Valve time. One of the biggest flaws with the gaming titan Gabe Newell and his digital son Steam is none other than procrastination. Yes, that's it. The generously proportioned founder has then and again disappointed emotionally invested users by either discontinuing projects that have been a prosperous sensation, such as the controversial Half-Life franchise that seemingly has a relatively short half-life. You see what I did there? Yeah. With sales raking up well over 20 million copies, there seems to be absolutely no reason whatsoever to stop the hailed game saga. Well, he did at one point say that there will be a new Half-Life game, and he said in an interview in 2018, and I'm going to paraphrase this, I think people are willing to wait 30 years for a new Half-Life. 30 years! Guys, I'm no pessimist, but at the ripe age old of 55, there seems to be a tiny chance that he even would still be here when the time comes. Finished with Case 1, we will bring up the hottest and most successful projects of Valve, Dota 2 and CSGO. Both of these games are highly regarded in the esport market, and they're both successful esport franchises, and they have done so due to highly competitive and skill-based gameplay. As such, in those type of games, every decision and choices you make highly matter towards the overall impact of the game. We do not question this design choice, as it helps makes their games enjoyable for new and experienced players. If you are a Dota 2 player especially, you must have experienced some of these incidents, mostly even in cases when your internet is in absolute pristine condition. The terminal illness that is offline mode or cannot connect to Dota 2 game coordinator in the middle of the match invigorates the deepest wrath even in the calms of people. And as we've mentioned earlier, losing just seconds in crucial times might determine the outcome of the game. And losing a couple of minutes due to disconnecting is very costly, especially in MOBA games where if you're not present in your lane, your opponent will substantially gain more gold than ever before, while your heroes is just sitting there in your fountain gaining no XP nor gold, although there's gold per time. This crucial couple of minutes is wasted more and more as you desperately try to reconnect to your game, sometimes even requiring you to restart your whole rig, and this happens multiple times to me. Restarting your whole rig requires more than 5 minutes, since you need to painfully wait for your system to connect to Steam. Sometimes starting Dota 2 is also long, and this is where another problem kicks in. The 5-minute mark. Dota 2 has a policy where if you're disconnected for more than 5 minutes, you will be deemed that you quote-unquote abandoned the match. And when you play competitively, like most players do, as in ranked matchmaking, getting an abandon will result in an automatic loss of matchmaking rating, regardless of what caused the mishap or what happens next. I just can't help but roll my eyes in disgust every time I received an abandon due to notorious Steam server issues. I've lost roughly a dozen games due to Valve disconnecting me from my game and me receiving an abandon, and this is nothing but a rage-inducing experience. In FPS games, it's truly obvious why it's monumentally detrimental to leave the game for a couple of minutes, as you will be replaced by an inconsistently feeble robot who resultantly goes on a gruesome harakiri by presenting itself to the enemy like it's Christmas. This inevitably causes your team to lose, which causes an exponential disadvantage for rounds to come, as it impacts the economy of the game. And CSGO is a game that is highly impacted by your economic choices. When this happens, it causes the enemy to gain an upper hand, and as usual, if it's the connection's fault, it's of no problem. But often it's the greatly flawed platform who just decided you're of no value and terminates your connection with the game, like Thanos. And Valve still blames you for it. No exceptions. What a truly autocratic term Valve adheres to. And we have only discussed the thing in popular games. Now onto the features of the Steam client itself. On many occasions, the game will ask you to update, often light updates, a couple of megabytes really, and it can be absolutely infuriating when it either reaches 99% and time just dilates into an eternity, gazing at the ETA slowly stretching into infinity for no reason. What we're suggesting here is not a mammoth transformation in the way Steam operates now. All we demand is more connection with the users, a civilized feedback loop, whereby the creators, Valve that is, listen to what people advise them to. Fixing the vital bugs that we mentioned earlier, surely a corporation of such stature could fix these issues, especially Steam and Valve because they're multi-billion-dollar company. Point we're trying to make, Valve, Steam. It has a good fanbase, an amazing array of games even. All we ask for is a little polish here and there, and it shall be gaming nirvana. Thank you for watching, guys. We love Steam. Leave comments down below, and peace. Bye bye.